Before the garden, before the serpent, before the apple, the shame, and the exile, there was a woman, not Eve, the other one. The one they tried to erase, the one whose name was scratched out of scripture so many times, that some people today believe she never existed at all, but she did. And what happened to her will make you question everything you were ever taught. Her name was Lilith. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a myth. This is a story that was deliberately hidden from you, hidden from your mother, hidden from her mother before her. You will never read Genesis the same way again. Have you ever heard the name Lilith before today? Drop a comment. I want to know. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, God created mankind, male and female, together, at the same time. But then in Genesis chapter 2, God creates woman again, this time from Adam's rib. This time her name is Eve. So which story is right? Ancient Jewish texts called the Midrash point to something. Is what started everything, because equal was something the world was not ready for, created equal, from the same earth, at the same time. Does that change how you see this story? Tell me in the comments. The garden was perfect, every tree so heavy with fruit the branches bowed to the ground. Animals who had never known fear pressed their faces against your hand. No death, no sickness, no cruelty, just mourning. And in the middle of all that, two people, Adam and Lilith. Now here is what the ancient texts tell us changed everything. They argued about who had to lie beneath the other. I know that sounds almost too simple, but understand what that argument was really about. It was about power. It was about who was in charge. It was about whether Lilith had to submit, to serve, to make herself smaller. He went to God instead. 3 angels were sent to find her, 3 messengers from heaven. One mission, bring Lilith back. She had spoken the secret name of God and used it to fly. She didn't creep out. She didn't hide. She flew. She went to the Red Sea and sat there, thinking, breathing, free. The angels gave her God's message, come back, or 100 of your children will die every single day. 100 children per day. And Lilith did not go back. She said, I was created to cause this, not I am evil, not chose this. She was describing what the world made her, not what she chose to be. Was she wrong to leave? Was she brave? Was she broken? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. These ancient texts were written by men. In a time when women had almost no power. So they wrote Lilith as a villain, a demon, a monster. But here is the question. What if the men who wrote those things were afraid of her? What if the only way to control a woman who said no was to make her a monster? Throughout all of human history, the women who refused to obey, refused to be silent, refused to be small, were always called the same thing: dangerous, wild, evil, a witch, a demon, a Lilith. Does that feel familiar? Have you ever known a woman called dangerous just for demanding equality? Tell me, this conversation matters. So Lilith was gone, and God gave Adam a new companion, not from dust this time, from Adam's rib, from inside him. Her name was Eve, and the garden was peaceful again. But Lilith was still out there, and she was watching. Many scholars believe the serpent in the garden was connected to Lilith. Was it her? Was it the spirit of her refusal? That freedom is worth more than paradise. The garden fell, not because a serpent was clever, but because a woman asked the same question Lilith asked. Why can't I know what he knows? Both women were punished. One for demanding equality, one for demanding knowledge. Same punishment, submission, pain, silence to women. 2 different choices, same punishment. Does that feel like justice? Tell me. 1,000 years before Jesus, in the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, there was a figure every mother feared. The Babylonians called her Lilitu, a woman. Wings, taloned feet, standing in darkness, watching. They carved her name onto clay bowls and buried them under their floor. But here is what nobody talks about. Why would a demon need to be trapped in a bowl? You trap things that are real. You trap things you believe have actual power over you. What if they weren't afraid of Lilith the demon? What if they were afraid of Lilith the idea? Lilith's name appears in the actual Bible in Isaiah chapter 34, hidden in plain sight for 3,000 years. The translators knew exactly what it meant and they chose to bury her anyway. In 1692, 19 innocent women were hanged in Salem, Massachusetts, not for evil, but for refusing to be small, silent, and owned. They were Liliths, every single one of them, without ever knowing her name. Her name is in the Bible. They buried it. Salem burned women for being her. Eve obeyed. She was still punished. There is no right way to be a woman in a world afraid of her. Lilith knew that. She left anyway, and she kept flying. Subscribe now, because in the next video I will show you the texts they deliberately cut from the Bible, the ones that reveal what truly happened to Lilith after she left, and what I found inside them made me put the book down and walk away.